Hello everyone, today I'm reviewing the EMG Hellbreaker, which in my opinion is the best price performance AEG you can get on the market today. So without any further ado, let's get into the review. Now first I would like to mention, this does not come with this red dot. I just did not want to have to re-zero it in just because I had to take it off, so it does not come with the red dot. I will make a video on this red dot though. I really like it. $50 on Amazon. It's like the Feiachi RS30, I'm gonna guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll make a video on that later. So let's just go from front to back. So of course we have the orange tip that's required by law, so that's kind of expected. A metal outer barrel, which again I'm pretty sure that's standard, but of course I haven't owned many airsoft guns, so I've done a bunch of research, but I haven't owned many. Then we have what I believe is the 15-inch handguard. This is the longest one they sell on the website, and it's polymer. The entire build is polymer, or at least all the outsides are polymer, but I like it. It feels very sturdy. The M-LOK compatibility is really nice. There's M-LOK on the sides, on the bottom, and there's Picatinny on the top. So I really like the rails. The handguard just looks and feels nice, but it's a pretty standard handguard. Iron sights, I'll flip those up. It's a little like pinpoint, I believe it's called. I don't know, just standard iron sights. Not really anything super special, but they're nice. They're not bad. There's no problems with them, which that's really all you expect for iron sights. Now let's talk about the receiver. The receiver is the really special part, and honestly, I'm going to save the receiver for a little bit later. Let's just talk about the back. So we have this really nice looking stock. I really like this stock. This is probably like my favorite looking stock, at least M4 stock that I've seen. I don't know, it's just not your standard M4 stock, but it just looks really nice. To remove the stock and to access the battery compartment, you just pull that down, pull it out. And then this is a metal buffered tube. So they're not cheaping out on anything, I can tell, because this is metal and some other internal parts are metal as well. And guess what? We have Deans, which Deans, or I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's just called Deans. This is the superior connector to Tamiya. I don't know how to pronounce any of this stuff. I'm sorry if it sounds weird. This is just the best airsoft connector you can get. It's the least resistance, so it's not a big deal if you don't have Deans on your gun, but it's just really nice to have. And there's a good amount of battery space. You cannot fully collapse the stock. You can probably only collapse it around halfway with an 11.1 volt LiPo in it, but I'm pretty sure that's fairly standard for AEGs, or at least for M4s. But now we have to talk about the receiver and all the internal bits and pieces that make this gun so special, and why I think this is worth the extra $50 over a combat machine, or whatever, like the CM16, whatever the most recommended under $200 airsoft gun is. So of course we need to talk about the magwell. This is a Shark, I think you could tell, but it's based on, I believe, the P-40 Warhawk, which was a plane in, I think, World War I, maybe World War II, but it's based off of the nose art for those fighter planes. I believe that was an American fighter plane also. So it's just really cool kind of history backstory, and I really like it. I actually originally was going to get the Overthrow, which is the Spartan one, but this looks surprisingly good. I really like how it looks, and it's kind of flared out a little bit, so reloads are pretty easy. And I don't know, I just think this looks cool. This might not be for everyone, but not only do I think it looks pretty good, but with the whole historical background, I think that looks really nice. So you have a little bolt catch right here that does not work. You have to buy the more expensive version with like a metal receiver. It's like $150 more. Personally, I'm pretty sure you get the same internals. I think the cheaper one's definitely more worth it. You do get a metal flat trigger, which is very nice. I really like these flat triggers. I just think they're really cool. The motors and the grip, of course. This is a nice feeling grip. Personally, I find this a very comfortable gun to hold. It's just really nice. Of course, you got your selector switch, so full auto, semi-auto, and safe. Now, this isn't loose, and this might be normal for most AGs, but I remember accidentally switching this to full auto when I was playing an Airsoft game like a week or two ago. This might be completely normal. It feels good, but just warning you, I accidentally switched it to full auto. That's probably just me, but just in case, like, it's not super stiff, which is good, but you could accidentally hit it to full auto like that. So just warning you. Now let's flip it over to the other side. And you see we have the larger mag release button, which is very nice because normally it's just a tiny little circle, but now you can, your finger doesn't have to be as far up. That's just more of a comfort thing that's really nice. It does make a little squeaking noise, but like I've never noticed that. That's actually never happened until now. So that's not a big deal, and that might have just been like that for like a second. I might have just at this angle. Maybe just when you're holding on side. Yeah, because now it's fine. It's probably just when you're laying on side it squeaks like that. Let's get a little look at the internals. So here's the charging handle, which is metal. You open that up, and right here, this gear is how to adjust the hop up. Slides back. Sometimes this bolt, let's see if it happens. Like sometimes it won't go all the way forward, and you just have to push it forward a tiny bit. Not a big deal. Is a little annoying, but doesn't really matter. But this bolt is metal. That's really, really nice. They didn't have to do it, but they made the bolt metal. So that's just cool. And let's just talk about the gearbox real quick. So this has the Airsoft EFCS gearbox in it, which it's a full metal gearbox, has metal gears, metal shell, all that stuff, and that's really nice. But it has the whole EFCS system, right? You can buy a program for like $75. It is really expensive, and you can change the firing modes. You can give it 3-round burst and stuff like that. Make it only semi, maybe make it full auto and 3-round burst, I think. So that is cool. But the main thing about this is it has a MOSFET inside, which all that means is you can use higher power batteries without wearing out your trigger contacts really fast. So I use an 11.120C in here, and I've been completely fine. From everything I've read and watched, it's completely fine putting an 11.1 in here. So that's really nice because usually you don't get MOSFETs in cheap guns, like not cheap but not very expensive guns. Usually you have to spend $300 or more to get a MOSFET inside your gun, so that's really nice. I believe I said 11.1 LiPo. I might be mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. All I'm saying, you can use high powered batteries in this because the internals are so good, which is really nice. And the trigger response is phenomenal. I couldn't ask for better trigger response. There probably is better like $1,000 guns out there that just have better trigger response, but I haven't noticed any problem. It's like, I think it's a micro switch in there. I think the EFCS system is a micro switch, which just basically means with 11.1 the MOSFET, extremely good trigger response. You pull it, it fires instantly. I can snap in here. That's cool. You pull it and it fires instantly. It's a very nice feeling gun. And it does come with an Airsoft 130 round AMAG, and these are like $10 each. And they're compatible. They work well. I mean, that's really all I can say. So do I recommend this AEG? 100% yes. $230, you get a gun that can use an 11.1 LiPo, has amazing trigger response, looks different. It's not your standard M4. This little magwell just makes it look different, makes it stand out. Of course, occasionally this bolt won't slide all the way forward. You got to push it forward. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. That is a little annoying, but you know what? That's fine. It doesn't hurt the performance. I don't have any cons aside from that. This gun is amazing. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And like I said before, it does not come with this red dot. I just didn't want to take it off and have to re-zero it in. So, I'm sorry I was talking real fast there, but that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.